Hey guys, Brandon with TFBTV here at SHOT Show 2020 at the Surefire booth with Andrew. We're going to talk about a few new things you guys got, starting off with
the Scout Lite Pro. So Scout Lite Pro is a new body and mount. First of all, there's an M-LOK direct cleat as well as a Picatinny, and the lights are shipping with both. So no matter what rifle you have, you can adapt it to it. The main thing is the body and mount design has that swiveling cleat, so you can get it as close in or sucked into the rifle as possible, no matter what the platform. So AR, AK, SCAR, no matter what it is, you can tuck it in as low profile as possible. Even on the smaller diameter rails, where sometimes it might still be hanging out on offset mounts.
And what else you're running? You run them all, you're running a pack, whatever.
You can tuck it up underneath lasers, yeah. And so we have a couple different SKUs. This is the 2 battery, 1000 lumen standard Scout Lite. We have a mini Scout that's 500 lumens. We've got the dual fuel Scout, which is 1500 lumens. We've also got the Vampire Scout options for the white light and infrared for those guys running night vision that want an extra illuminator.
What are we looking at as far as a rough MSRP on those?
So for the standard white lights, it's about the $300 range. For the dual fuel, you're at about $319, and then for the Vampires, it's $429. MSRP, you know, the street price, you can probably find it from some of our dealers for a little bit less than that.
And that little guy right there?
This little guy. So this is the XR2. It's a concealed carry light and laser combination. We also have the XR1, which is light only, kind of similar to what the XC1 and XC2 were. But the differences here are, this is a rechargeable concealed carry light. You have a removable battery cartridge, so you can hot swap batteries. If you're doing a low light class, you don't need to have to take the pistol off and charge it. You can actually just take the battery out and put a new one in. It'll have its own cradle that'll fit these proprietary batteries. Again, 600 lumens, so super bright for the size, for the weight. Not wider than a Glock 19, not longer than a Glock 19, so really not going to sacrifice anything in the concealment department. And it's a really good option to have a weapon light or light laser combination. This is going to be shipping realistically beginning of Q2. Okay. But yeah, that's the XR2, and the XR1's the light only version.
MSRP known on that one yet?
So the light only version will be around the $300 point. The light laser will be about $450.
Now I'm seeing that one also has the green laser. Are they all going to be green laser, or
yes.
Is there an option of green? Okay, so only green.
Only green for now. I mean, if we had a big department, sometimes, you know,
special order.
SOPs or TTPs might dictate, hey, our less than lethal is this, or our, so, you know, if that is an issue, we can work and maybe, you know, maybe make a red if it's needed, if there's enough of a demand. But right now it seems most of the market wants green, so that's what we're starting with.
We have an estimated runtime on it with the new battery, with the rechargeable battery?
Probably just under an hour, realistically. Okay. I don't have runtime numbers yet, but most likely it's going to be around the 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, so it's a concealed carry light. You're sacrificing size and weight and output, you know what I mean? So 600 lumens is pretty crazy out of this size already, but you're going to have some runtime constraints. That said, if you look at the application of a concealed carry light, your 45 minutes of constant on use is a very long runtime. And again, if you need to do some training, some low light training with that, you can hot swap the battery. That was the main thing. The first iteration we made, you just plugged it in, which is nice, kind of like your phone. You could plug it in and charge it at night.
But now either the gun's out of commission or the whole light
exactly
now out of commission.
So that was the problem, and this is the solution to that.
All right, and then what else we got?
SOCOM 50 SPS. So yeah, real compact suppressor.
Yeah.
Obviously,
concealment, clearly for the concealment market.
Exactly. Yeah, so for 50 caliber, it has an integrated muzzle brake. It is a fast attach system with our proprietary muzzle brake underneath. The muzzle brake, I mean, if you shot a 50, you know they have quite a bit of recoil. The muzzle brakes help out a decent amount with that, but it's still going to be super, super loud.
Still rocks you.
Yeah, and then, so the suppressor brings it down to about the hearing safe level, and then that muzzle brake out at the front reduces recoil by about 60%. So really awesome, very, very excited to get this to the market. Not the smallest suppressor in the world, but again, to suppress a 50 cal, you need a significant suppressor.
And then you said you had a new IR one as well, right?
Yeah, we have the XBL2. I don't have one on me, but there's one over there. But basically, the XBL2 is a IR laser, visible laser, visible light, and IR illuminator. Lasers are slaved, so if you zero viz, IR is also zeroed. It's a green laser, by the way, the viz. So we just launched, that's been shipping, but the Class 3B version, so military, law enforcement, you know, letterhead. The IRC version is a civilian Class 1 version. That's now just released, and that's shipping as well. So for those guys that, you know, are training at night, whether it's hog hunting, just tactical, being prepared, whatever, it's a really good option for handguns. You can also throw it on a long gun, but the beam pattern's pretty wide, so it's kind of better suited for handgun use. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, so basically that's covering all your potential light option needs. Visible, I mean, that is kind of the everything you need. What type of MSRP on something like that?
So 1,350 is the MSRP, which is like, you know, it's.
But if you're already out playing with nods, that's kind of,
yeah. I mean, once you start
if you're
getting
driving a Ferrari, you probably don't worry about the price of the tires.
100%. I mean, in the IR laser world, I mean, they're pretty complicated devices. You have 2 laser modules. They're slaved. They have to maintain 0 and move together. You got 2 illuminators. So there's a lot going on in a little package, and then you have a selector switch dictating which of the functions that you're using. So it's a very advanced piece of technology in a very small package. And there are duty holsters already out. Safariland has a good duty holster out for that, for those that need it. So.
Well, and I also think a lot of people don't take into account that, you know, when they look at Surefire products and they see the pricing, they like automatically think, oh, it's the name. It's like, no, when you're first to market with a high quality product, there's a significant, especially this type of stuff, there's a significant cost in research and development. Yeah. It's a lot easier for another company to take that product and backwards engineer something almost as good. It takes a lot more money to actually create it in the first place, and that money from a business perspective has to be recouped.
Yeah, 100%. You know? Yeah, we've been doing this for a very long time, over 40 years now. That's a good example. Like, you know, our Scout Pros had that swivel and mount. Some people are saying we took that from somewhere else, but we've had the M76 mount that does that same exact thing for over 10 years. I think it's more like 12, 13 years when we first made that ability to bring it in as tight to the rifle or suppressor.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean we didn't have it.
Right. Well, we were selling it too. I mean, and that's the thing. We've been doing R&D. And again, we're based in the U.S., so you know we try and make quality the most important thing when we're building products.
Well, and first to market doesn't mean first to come up with the idea. Like you said, some companies choose to put a significant amount of development into something where someone's just trying to get it out to market and throw that development essentially at the pocketbook of the consumer. Whereas, you know, companies that have been around for a while and understand that, they do it, and when it comes out, it's right. So another thing I just want to kind of give a shout out to, I know you guys are very big supporters of the Shooter Symposium and just training in general, but specifically the Shooter Symposium at the ranch put on by Matt Shockey and those guys. Tremendous training opportunity. It's a conference format type thing with, I mean, literally the top echelon of dudes that, you know, you could pay money to go learn anything from. And obviously they're doing low light stuff, night vision stuff, handgun, carbine, I mean, vehicle stuff. Everything out there.
Long range. So. Yeah, man. It's an awesome event. I believe it's 4 days. So you got a vendor day where you can win a lot of cool prizes.
A lot.
We put suppressors, weapon lights on the prize table. There's other people. There was thermals on the prize table last year, and you get to meet, you know, the instructors and get to kind of see what they're all about.
It's a very social thing as well.
Absolutely. A lot of like-minded individuals in one spot, and then you have 3 training days, and again the gamut of training opportunities with some of the best instructors in the world, all in one spot. So it's a really unique and very cool event.
Well, first off, thank you guys for supporting that and training in general, and you personally for taking the time. So guys, that's what's new from Surefire. We'll see what else is out there.